Pretty easy. Don't worry. And then, so this will be the last one of this, and then I'm going to send out before the quiz on Friday, I'm going to send out a repaso review, so you can know what's on the test. And then, yeah, so we're good, right? We're good. We're so good. Number one, just jump right into it. Number one, 5 1/3 times 1 1/4. 5 1/3 times 1 1/4. What do we have to do to these? We have to complify them. I think since the word's become so popular, it's officially now a part of math, the math vocabulary. The next edition of this book, they're going to use the word complify. So good job, people. Simple. Complify. Let's complify. 5 1/3 is going to 5 times 3 is 15, and the 1 is 16/3. We're going to multiply it by 1 times 4 is 4 at the top. 5/4. 5 times 16 is 80. 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 6 is 30. 50 plus 30 is 80. 80 in the bottom, 3/4, 12. Obviously, we will simplify. How many times does 12 go into an 80? I know that 6 times 12 is 72, which is awfully darn close. 72, 80 minus 72 is 8. 6 and 8/12. Simplify that. 6 and, what is it? You can divide them both by 4, right? If I divide them both by 4, I get, divide that by 4. Oh, 2/3. 6 and 2/3. That's it. Maybe you guys should do the rest of them. It says my homework on it, after all. How many more do we got? Oh, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to let you do the next two by yourselves. Number 2 and number 3. Ooh, number 3. 7 1/8. Complifying that. It's going to 7 times 8 is 56. 57/8. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to let you do it yourselves. I don't want to have to do that. So I'll check back in tomorrow on how you did on those. Let's turn the page then and just read over the problems, the problem-solving ones. The table, number 4, the table shows some ingredients in lasagna. Yay, my favorite. If you make 3 times the recipe, it's a lot of lasagna. How many cups of cheese are needed? Cheese, 2 2/3 cups. That's a lot of cheese for this lasagna. Not enough chopped onions, in my opinion, but it doesn't give you much of a recipe here. Cheese, 2 2/3. We're going to multiply it by 3. You can complify. 2 2/3. How is it? 2 times 3 is 6. 8/3 times 3. Oh, 8/3 times 3. You got 3 in the top and the 3 in the bottom. That's going to be pretty easy. That's an easy one to do. I think you all would be fine on that one. Number 5, Karen purchased a square picture frame. Each side measures 1 1/4 feet. What is the area of the picture frame in square feet? All right, it's a square. Each side measures 1 1/4, so you multiply one side by the one side. 1 1/4 times 1 1/4. Pretty easy. Complify 1 1/4 to 5/4. 5/4 times 5/4 is 25/16. Simplify that. Number 6, it takes Marty 1 1/4 hours to get ready for school. Good for you, Marty. If a quarter of that time is used to shower and a third of that time is used to eat breakfast, how long does it take him to shower and eat breakfast? All right. How long does it take him? 1 1/4 hours to get. What's a quarter hour? 15 minutes, right? An hour is 60 minutes. Let's just do it like this. 60. So an hour and a quarter, 1 1/4 hours is 75 minutes. Because it's 60 minutes, whole hour, plus a quarter of an hour, 50 minutes, 75. So how long does it take him to shower? A fifth of 75 minutes. 75 times a fifth. 75 divided by 5 is 15. 15-minute shower, Marty? Save some water, Marty. Learn about conservation. 15-minute shower in the morning? That's way too much. Third of that time, he's eating breakfast. How long? It took, we had 75 minutes in total because we had 60 plus 15, 75. A third of 75. 75 times a third, 75 divided by 3 is 25 minutes. He's leisurely. We're in this house. It's like boom, boom, boom out the door. How long does it take him to shower and eat breakfast? Add those two together. I'll check your answers tomorrow. Use algebra. Number 7. Callisto built a rectangular sign that measured 2 3/4 feet in length. The width of the sign is 1 1/4 feet shorter than the length. To find the area, multiply the length and width. What is the area of the sign in square feet? Write an equation to solve. How are you guys going to figure that one out? So the length is 2 3/4. The width, I call it height, they call it width. The length is 2 3/4. The width of the sign is 1 1/4 feet shorter than the length. So you have to subtract 1 1/4 from 2 3/4. 2 3/4 minus 1 1/4. It's pretty simple. That one. You know how to do that one. So you have to figure out the width, and then you multiply that width times the length, and then you'll tell me the answer tomorrow. Good luck. Thank you. Number 8. Antoinette bought 2 2/3 pounds of grapes and 1 1/5 pounds of apples. If she bought bananas that weighed 1 1/4 times as much as the grapes, how much did the bananas weigh? So, here's what they're trying to show you in this one. Avoid information that you don't need. I don't care about the apples. Antoinette bought apples. It's not going to ask you anything about the apples. Ignore that completely, right? Antoinette bought 2 2/3 pounds of grapes and 1 1/5 pound of apples. If she bought bananas that weighed 1 1/4 times as much as the grapes, how much the bananas weigh? Ignore the apples. The apples are a distraction. Apples, apples, apples. They're just trying to distract you. All you have to do is multiply 2 2/3 times 1 1/4. And you can tell me your answer tomorrow. Let's see, look it down there on the bottom. 1 1/4 times 2 2/3. I'm guessing it's definitely not the first one. It's definitely not A, because A is less than grapes, and clearly it's going to be more. Is it a 3 1/3, 3 1/4, 3 1/2? We'll find out tomorrow. All right. See you later. Bye.